E-governance aims to put information and communication technologies to the services of good governance that is transparent, fair, effective, accountable and receptive to the aspiration of the citizens. Its efforts should be aimed to achieve simple, moral, accountable, responsive and transparent, smart government. Electronic governance has proven its usefulness in the implementation of various welfare schemes for citizens like weather forecasting for farmers, fishermen and tourists, e-learning projects, e-service center, e-voting, etc. The importance of e-governance both to the public and the government is noteworthy. E-governance, expanded as the electronic governance, is basically delivery of government services and information to the citizens using electronic means. E-governance involves computerization of services to be provided to the citizens. E-governance aims to put information and communication technologies to the services of good governance that is transparent, fair, effective, accountable and receptive to the aspiration of the citizens. Its efforts should be aimed to achieve simple, moral, accountable, responsive and transparent, smart government. Electronic governance has proven its usefulness in the implementation of various welfare schemes for citizens like weather forecasting for farmers, fishermen and tourists, e-learning projects, e-service center, e-voting, etc. The importance of e-governance both to the public and the government is noteworthy. Benefit to citizen, access to all requisite information. E-governance projects provide 24 hours, 7 days a week online access to government services to all citizens. Transparent process. E-governance projects ensure clarity and transparency in all transactions on the part of government administration. It would be helpful in confidence building among the citizen and the government machinery. Reduction in transaction cost. It facilitates easy monitoring and tracking of files. There is no place for red tapeism. The people not only save journey and waiting time, but also most of the service through the e-governance are provided at affordable charges. Blurring of the boundaries of government departments. It is helpful in collecting required data and information from any corner of the world. An effective computer network system like internet can be helpful in solving the problems immediately. For instance, during the World Trade Center tragedy, September 2, 2001, with the help of network, 290 hospitals were ready to track and accept the injured persons and immediate medical treatment was provided. Removal of middlemen. E-governance cuts off the role of middlemen or broker. It purged the intermediaries who flourished the red tapeism, complex web of rules and laws and networking. No scope of discretion. E-governance cuts off discriminatory powers as all transactions are transparent and accessible to one and all the time. It helps the bringing and have-nots in the mainstream. These centers could provide better services to the poor, tribal people living in rural remote areas. E-governance will be fruitful for the farmers as they would be able to get information regarding prices of commodities in different markets, new varieties of seeds, new techniques or methods of cultivation, crop methods, production guidance. Even an illiterate farmers could email to agriculture universities and colleges regarding his or her difficulties with the help of trained service center operators. Benefits to the government. Improved productivity and services. Decision and follow-up action can be traced and tracked, leading to more liability. It will limit the procrastinating habits of bureaucracy, thereby enabling the government to take head of the competition from private organizations. Improving finance. It can be helped in cost cutting by curtailing the growth of excess manpower, deleting certain steps, simplifying the procedures and putting on the duplication of efforts. Better decision. E-governance facilitates prompt feedback from the people and field staff, which can be analyzed quickly and decision can accordingly be taken. There can be a better identification of priorities and better audit and analysis of data. Weapon against corruption. E-governance leads to increased transparency, accountability, and predictability. Transparency in data, decision or actions, rule, procedures, and performance of government agencies can be introduced. E-governance can become a weapon against corruption, though it may not guarantee at the end of corruption. Change in orientation. E-governance can lead to improved quality and customer orientation of government services. Every individual at some stages or the other has to come in contact with the government. A change in orientation leads to overall increase in the productivity of the nation. Importance of e-governance project in India. Bhoomi project. This is an economically sustainable project and is one of the most successful ICT project based on land records in Karnataka state in India. In the ancient days, people had to search for an accountant to record of rights, such as document needs to go under process, such as uptraining for loans. For this process, one has to pay bribes, so has to avoid the delays, but now the condition has been changed. A farmer can obtain a copy of an RTC online by pausing a small amount where such facilities are available. Bhoomi is one of the few e-governance applications in Karnataka and have several advantages. Ease in use of the Bhoomi kiosk. Most user of the Bhoomi system found system is to be very simple and able to utilize the kiosk with no help in comparison to earlier manual system. Error-free document. Users indicated that the Bhoomi kiosk provided error-free document as against the manual system, which included reporting errors, wrongly spelt names, etc. Low-cost service. All users of Bhoomi facility who wish to receive a copy of the RTC are to pay a small amount of receive a receipt for the same. Reduced corruption. Bhoomi project helped in reducing corruption and bribery. Bhoomi empowers the small rural farmers in many ways. Their relationship with lower ranks of civil servants can be more equal footing. Armed with genuine certificates, farmers can raise loans from banks and cannot be easily harassed by bank staff. In case of land disputes, landowners simply bribe the officials to get the records changed to favor of their position. Now the records are in public domain and can be easily verified by anyone. Nyanyuth community want rural information kiosks. Nyanyuth is recognized as a breakthrough in e-governance, demonstrating a paradigm shift which aims marginalized tribal citizens their first ever chance to access knowledge with minimum investment. The goal of the Nyanyuth project was to establish community-owned, technologically innovative and sustainable information kiosks in a poverty-stricken, tribal-dominated Dar district of Madhya Pradesh. The Nyanyuth project was launched in 1st January 2000 with the low cost of rural intranet covering 20 villages information kiosks in 5 blocks of the district. Later, 11 more kiosks was set up. The following services are offered at the kiosks. Agriculture produce action centers. Prevailing rates of important crops at the local and other recognized auction centers around the country are available online for the nominal change. The volume of increasing agriculture produce, previous rates, etc. are also provided on demand. Copies of land records. Documents relating to land records, including record of rights, are provided to this part at a small change. All banks in the districts have agreed to accept these kiosk documents. E-governance also play an important role in the issue of certificates. In the olden days, the people had to walk to the local offices to collect their certificates. But now, only one visit to the office is enough, because the notification about the readiness of the certificate will be sent through email to the concerned kiosk. The complete process will be done at a small price. Online public grievances redressal. A complaint relating to drinking water problem, quality of seats, scholarship, sanction, disbursement, functioning of school can be filled and a reply received within 7 days for the small cost. Village auction site. The site makes also service available to the farmers and villages, especially for land, agricultural machinery, equipment and other durable commodities. Everyone is allowed to put their commodities on sale for a period of 3 months at a small rate. The catalog of marketable chaos can also be served. Transparency in government, updated information regarding beneficiaries of Social Security pension, beneficiaries of rural development schemes, information regarding government grants given to the village commodities, data on families below poverty line, etc. are all available in the internet, which makes government functioning more transparent. Computer aided administration of registration department. Computer aided administration registration department is the major information technology project in Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh since 1998. This project is designed to eliminate the maladies affecting the system of registration of deeds, stamp duties, valuation certificate and other documents through electronic delivery of all the registration services. Under this project, more than 1 million documents have been registered and citizens now complete registration formalities within an hour. Previously, before introduction of IT, the registration system was governed by intricate procedures which include the laboratories, copying and indexing of documents as well as their unscientific space consuming preservation in ill-maintained break rooms. The laboratory procedures and lack of transparency in properly valuation resulted in flourishing business for broker and middlemen who exploit citizens selling properly. The main objectives of CAD project are as follows. Demystifying the registration process. Introduce a transparent system of valuation of properties easily accessible to citizens. Replace the manual system of copying and filling of documents. Replace the manual system of indexing, accounting and reporting. Introduce electronic document writing. The CAD project ensures speedy, transparent, easily accessible and reliable service to citizens. Friends online payment to the Government of Kerala. Friends is the acronym for fast, reliable, instant, efficient network for disbursement of services. Friends was launched in the capital city of Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram in June 2000 by the Kerala state. IT mission along with other government departments, namely Kerala State Electricity Board, Kerala Water Authority, BSNL, Revenue Department, Motor Vehicle Department, universities and local bodies of the state. Friends was conceived with the following objectives: to induct a philosophy of service delivery in the government, to act as a one-step center where a citizen could confidently pay all government dues, and to treat the citizen as valuable customer who pays the services. Like other India states, Kerala has a number of departments collecting tax and until bill payments. Every citizen had to personally visit on an average 7 offices and stand in a long queue to pay in their bills turn. Corruption was rampant and the behavior of government staff towards the citizen was not very coherent. Customer invariably spent several days in a month just to make bill payments. Friends has provided the citizen with one-stop shop for payment of government bills and taxes. Agency department to another for bill payments. The customer can now make payments under one window, thereby drastically reducing the time spent. The following services are offered by Friends encounters: electricity bill payment, revenue recovery, property tax, water bill payments, etc. Innovative application of ICT in rural areas of other countries. Latin America and Caribbean FOU has developed a number of methodologies for applying ICT for development. The Pedagogy Audiovisual Project was set up for development and effective participation through Improval system and has brought together peasant government representatives, technicians, banking service, construction and marketing institutions. Since human resources are the key factor to ensuring food security package and other traditional communication media were used to intermediate and to exchange ideas and information. A computer system was later established which distributed the bulletin, the Undeed Market, technical and weather by fax. The information provided linkage to international sources and external databases. Food for Agricultural Organization has embraced new ICT funding for the Government of IT project and sharing of knowledge and skill with small developed national communication system in Latin America. All stakeholders had to access to better communication and transfer of knowledge and skill to the wider community, information, and to achieve an integrated approach to economic development leading to inter-organizational efficiencies. Some of the important observations by CEGIMA based on this evaluation, and some of these projects are experience on developing proof of concept projects are designs of citizen-centric services and dependable service delivery mechanism, selection of appropriate, cost-effective, demandable, maintainable and technologies for rural connectivity and information processing solutions, designs of cost-effective delivery stations to enable private entrepreneurs operate the service profitably and build new service for sustainability, re-engineering of back-end processes and introductions of changes that take advantages of the storage, processing and distribution powers of the emerging ICTs, ensuring employee participation with well-designed change and management processes, demonstration of transparency and efficiency to remove, restrict and build confidence among the citizen on the functioning of service delivery mechanisms, identifying and preparing project champions, ensuring appropriate tenures, facilitating smooth transition and internalization of the changing procedures. ICT availability for rural application. Computer play an important role in e-governance. It proves to be user-friendly. It does not maximum work at the minimum cost, but then using of computers sometimes appear difficult because there is no option for the regional languages. Moreover, there is one more problem in using the computer. It is then, even though the rate of the hardware is coming down, the cost of the software including the operating system, modem, database, etc. are high. These equipments became obsolete too soon and to have high maintenance cost in rural areas. Many computers are doing the job reducing the cost of the software. There are easily breakable this add on the amount, but it reduces the rural people tension even though the government has to spend more money on it. Limitation of e-governance. E-governance in India has not been widely used except in a few states of South India. Some factors responsible for its limited application are as follows. Traditional bureaucratic mindset. One of the barriers in the way of e-governance in India is the traditional bureaucratic mindset of the official and changes in the administration in fear of losing power and employment. Some of the critics of e-governance have the opinion that it is expensive and would lead to unemployment. Infrastructure. Infrastructure deficiency, the major bottleneck in implementation of e-governance in our country, is infrastructure deficiency. Example, inadequate telephone lines, shortage of power, low bandwidth capacity, etc. High price of computer. High price of computer is also one of the reasons of low use of computer in India. The rates of internet connectivity are comparatively high. Financial difficulties of the government. The slow progress of e-governance in India may be attributed to financial deficiencies. The process of computerization and automation has become slow in almost all states due to shortage of fund. Illiteracy, lack of training, misunderstanding, and lack of confidence in government policies are the major problems in the adoption of e-governance in India. In spite of the above mentioned option, but to continue the process of electronic governance to provide better services to the citizen at minimum cost, enhancing their efficiency. Let me conclude. The above e-content module gave a short view of e-governance. It highlighted the importance of e-governance and also provided an idea about the scope of e-governance. From this model, it is obvious that e-governance play an important role, especially to enhance the growth of rural communities.